right, so in this example, in this lesson, we're going to talk about currency. Um, this falls in line with money, right? So we're going to talk about currency and what currency is, right? So currency, currency in a nutshell is money, right? But it's money. Currency in a nutshell is money. It's money, more or less, right? But but there's different types of money. Okay, there's different types. There's different types of money. When we talk about money, um, we usually talk about it in denominations, right? So we usually talk about it like, if you're talking about it in terms of U.S. dollar, right? We talk about it in terms of U.S. dollar, like when we talk about currency in U.S. dollar, what we mean is we're talking about it like in terms of like ones. We say one means $1, right? Five means $5. 10, $10. 20, $20. I believe they have a $50 bill, $50. And then we have a $100 bill, right? It's $100, right? Because in United States currency, which is denoted as USD, that we usually talk about things in dollars and cents, right? So US dollar is noted in dollars and cents. And so it's usually denoted in dollars and cents, in which the smallest denomination is $1 in terms of, if you're talking about dollar, right? And then it's talking about cents, right? And cents would be like, if you're talking about like the smallest cent would be what, the penny, right? So we have the penny, which is 0.01. We have the nickel, which is 0.05 or 5 cents. This is 1 cent. This is 5 cents. This is dime. Dime is 0.10, which is 10 cents. We have quarter. Quarter is 0.25, which is 25 cents. We have half dollar. Half dollar is 0.50 or 50 cents. And then we have, or 50 cents, right? Right? So the smallest cent, the smallest cent in US dollar is the penny, right? The smallest denomination in dollar would be $1, right? The smallest. Now, what was I gonna say? So for example, like if you said something like $1.50, for example, right? If you said something like $1.50, what you mean is $1. What you mean is $1 and 50 cents. So the decimal point here in English would be and. It would mean and. $1 and 50 cents, right? If you said something like $5 and 25 cents, right? You would say $5 and 25 cents, right? So on and so forth, right? This is US dollar though, right? So $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, right? We have 1 penny, right, which is 1 cent, nickel, which is 5 cents, dime, which is 10 cents, quarter, which is 25 cents, and half dollar, right? This is what it is in the US sense, but what we have to understand is that, and this falls in line when we learn about, like when we were talking about proportion and we were talking about rates and proportion and things like that, is because in unit rate, is because the United States dollar is only one type of currency. There's actually many different types of currency around the world, right? In the general everyday to day context, if you're talking about living in the United States and you're talking about like working in the United States, living in the United States, we usually use the United States dollar. However, when we conduct business internationally, we have to understand that sometimes we have to convert between different units of currency, right? So, for example, we have there's types of money or types of currency. So, for example, We have the US dollar, right, which is the United States dollar, right? We have RMB, which is the Chinese yuan, right? We have, for example, we have PHP, which is the Filipino peso, right? We have, what's another one we have? We have, what's another one that comes to mind? The one with England, but I don't remember what it is. The ones that come to mind immediately is, we have the Canadian dollar, but I don't remember what the I don't remember what the denomination, I don't remember the acronym for it. US dollar. So the ones that come to mind is like US dollar, RMB, PHP, you know, these are the ones that come to mind usually when I usually think about it. The Japanese yen, we have the Japanese yen, right? I think it's, what was it, JPN, I believe. We have the Thai baht, right? We have the Thai baht. I don't know the acronym for Thai baht, but we have the Thai baht. There's many different types of currencies, right? There's actually a lot of different currencies, and we have to know, like, especially if you travel, you have to know how to convert between the different currencies, because sometimes you may not necessarily might have to use dollars and cents depending on where you go to. Like, for example, if you go to China, you can't use US dollar. You have to use RMB, because they don't use US dollar in their country, right? This falls in line with what I was saying before when we talk about exchange rate or exchange rates, because when you travel and you travel between different countries and you go between different countries, when you are traveling between different like airports and stuff, and you have to go to different you have to like get different types of the Singaporean one. You have to go to different you have to go to different airports, and you have to like bring your money, and you have to convert between different monies and things like that. Basically, what you have to do is you have to exchange your money for another type of money. Now, for the purposes of this video, right, we're going to only talk about dollars and cents, because we're trying to basically understand the understanding of currency just in general. And because I'm an American, I live in the United States, I understand the currency in the United States. We're going to talk about it from that context, right? What we have to understand is that $1, right, means $1, right? $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, right? The decimal point means and, right? When you're talking about the like tens, hundreds, etc., you mean cents in American money, right? If you do the whole number, it means the dollar, and then the decimal point means and the decimal point means cent, right? The decimal point means cent. So that is the basic idea. When you're talking about cents, right, the particular type of cents is the penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter, and the half dollar, right? And basically, any type of combination will give you any type of result. So, for example, you can have something like $5.25, but somebody can give it to you in quarters, right? Somebody can give it to you in, dollars, somebody can give it to you in pennies. It just depends on how you want your money to be given to you, right? So, for example, let's say we said something like, let's say you went to the laundry, right? Let's say you went to the laundry, and let's say your laundry costs $2, right? And you said, well, it costs $2 US, right? Or $2, right? And you said, well, I want $2. Let's say you go to the store, you go to the corner store, and you say, I want $2, right? And you say, well, I want it in quarters because let's say the laundromat doesn't take it in like dollar or whatever. You have to use quarters in the laundromat, right? So the question is, well, how many quarters do I need in order for me to get $2, right? So we would do, well, if one quarter, right? If 1/4 is 25 cents, right? 1/4 is 25 cents, right? Then how many quarters do I need to make $2, right? We do a proportion. And we say, okay, well, 0.25x equals $2. Remember, from decimals, we multiply it by 100. So this gives us 200 over 25, right? Now we're gonna do this mentally. 200 is 2 times 100 times 25. 25 goes in 100 4 times. So 2 times 4 is 8. So we need 8 quarters. We need 8 quarters to give us $2. Right? This is like if you're going to the laundromat. Right? If we're going to the laundromat. Let's say, for example, we needed $5. But we need it in bills. We need it in this $1 bills. So then how many $1 bills do we need? Well, we need 5 $1 bills. $1, right? Right? Let's say, for example, we need $10, but we need it in, let's just say we need it in $50. Now, let's just say we need it in $50, right? So how many $50 will we need, right? So let's do it. If 0.5, right? If $1/2 is 0.5, it's the currency is 0.5, is worth 0.5, right? And we need $10. Then how many $half do we need? How many $half do we need? Okay, we do a proportion. We say, okay, well, what's 0.5? Excuse me. Over 5. Okay. So it becomes 10. Equals 0.5 times 10 is 5 or 100, which is 20. So we need 20 $half in order for us to have the equivalent of $10. Right? This is 8 quarters. 8 quarters is $2. Now, let's be specific. Let's talk about being specific, right? Now, the little symbol here, right? This means cents, right? In an American sense, right? And this means dollar in an American sense. But the reason why, and you will find this, you will see this when you travel, right? If you travel internationally, you will see. If in the American sense, or in a general sense, when we talk about money using these symbols, right? We use the little, S sign with the little slash, whatever, to indicate dollar, and we use this little sign to mean cent, right? But really, if you really wanted to be more specific, you would use the abbreviation. And the reason why is because, again, there's different types of dollars. So sometimes if you travel, again, like I told you, and you go to the airport, or you go to the airport, or you will travel between different countries, you will see that they won't necessarily say like $1.50. They will say like US dollar, it's 5 USD, or it's 10 RMB, or it's 50 PHP, or it's whatever. Like, especially if you're working at a job, let's say you're doing a job, and let's say you're doing a job, and you're doing a job, like for example, like, you know, you're doing a job, let's say the job is not paying you in US dollar, right? Let's say they're paying you in Filipino peso. So then it would be more accurate to say, well, I'm getting paid, you know, 60,000 PHP. And that's important information to know, because if you want to convert it into US dollar, you would have to know how to convert it. So when we talk about money in a general sense, we usually use the dollar symbol and the cent symbol, and usually in an American context, it means dollar and cent in an American context. However, realistically, there's many different types of currency, so you can't always just look at it from the American point of view. And so you will find, again, if you travel, or, you know, if you know, you conduct business internationally, you conduct business with people who are not from the United States, you'll often find that when you denote currency, they usually use it in USD. They usually use the acronym to specify what type of currency you're talking about, because some currencies actually don't have cents. Thai baht is an example of a currency that doesn't have a cent, right? Neither does Taiwan. Taiwan doesn't have a cent. Taiwan has, what is it, new Taiwanese dollar? They don't have a cent. They NTD. The new Taiwan dollar. They don't have a cent. That's another example of one. Those are two examples of currencies that don't have cent. They don't have the concept of cent, right? So, it's important to be able to distinguish this. That's it for today. Understand, basically the general summary of this is to understand that $1 is $1, right? That in American currency, the smallest unit is $1 in terms of dollars, and the smallest cent is penny. That when we talk about money, we talk about money in dollars and cents, and that we can convert between different types of currencies, right? Even with American currency. And we can also convert between different types of currencies, like between United States and RMB, but we didn't talk about that in this video. And basically we understand that the dollar is a dollar and a cent is a cent. Okay? So that's it. That's it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.